up with problem number 35, where we're starting to, 36, sorry, where 36 is going to use multiplication. And so on the top I have x plus 13. On the bottom I have x cubed times 3 minus x. And then it's multiplied times x minus 3 over 5. All of these expressions are completely factored, so all I have to do now is look for common factors. Like I have an x here and an x cubed here. I can remove the x. I could take one x out of here, and that'd leave me with x squared. X minus 3 and 3 minus x are opposite each other, so I'm going to cancel those out and replace it with a negative 1. And then I have an x squared and a 5 and an x plus 13. Nothing else cancels, so on the top I have a negative 1 times x plus 13, and on the bottom I have 5x squared. Number 38. I have 4y minus 16 over 5y plus 15 times 2y plus 6 over 4 minus y. So the numerator here has a GCF. It's 4. 4 times y minus 4. The denominator has a GCF of 5. 5 times y plus 3. The numerator has a GCF of 2. 2 times y plus 3. And then this is just 4 minus y. Now I cancel any common factors. So I have y plus 3 here, y plus 3 here. I have a y minus 4 and a 4 minus y, which are opposites. I could cancel those out if I replace it with a negative 1. And I always put the negative on the top. Doesn't technically have to be. Then 5 doesn't cancel with anything. So I'm going to multiply 4 times negative 1 times 2 for the numerator. That's negative 8. And then 5 is the denominator. Problem number 40. In 40, I have x squared plus xy minus 2y squared. And on the bottom, it's x cubed plus x squared y. Then it's times x over x squared plus 3xy plus 2y squared. Okay. Let's see. This x would just go here. On the bottom here, on the bottom here, I have a GCF, and it's x squared. So x squared times, it'd be x plus y. The top here can be factored, and the bottom here can be factored. Some people were confused about this having a y squared. So it's going to be x and x here. And then I know to get y squared, it's going to need to be y and y, but there's going to have to be a number with it so that the numbers multiply give me negative 2 and add together to give me a positive 1. So that's going to be a positive 2y and a negative 1y. Positive 2 times negative 1, that would give me the negative 2y squared, and then your outer and your inner would add up to 1. Same thing here, it needs to be an x, and it needs to be a y, and the numbers with the y need to multiply, give me a 2. I know that didn't look like a 2. Multiply to give me a 2 and add to give me a 3. So it's going to be a 2 and a 1. All right, anything in common I can cancel would be, I have an x plus 2y and x plus 2y. I have an x here and an x squared here, so I could take that one out and that one out of there, and it would leave me with that. You could not cancel these. They're both in the denominator. So on the top, I'm left with x minus y. You can write 1y if you want to. And on the bottom, I have an x, and have an x plus y and another x plus y. So I'm going to write that x plus y squared. If you wrote them out separately, that's fine too. All right, problem number 42 is a division problem. Now the way that division works, if you remember to, oops, that's 49. If you remember dividing fractions from when you're in 7th and 8th grade, the way that division works is you keep the first fraction the same, and you change the division to multiplication, and then you flip the second fraction over. So it becomes now a factor. This is x plus 7. That doesn't factor, and then this will factor. Okay, 3x minus 21 has a GCF. It's 3, so that'd be 3 times x minus 7. Up here at the top, I'm going to put x and x. I need two numbers that multiply, give me 49, and add to negative 14. So it'd be negative 7 and negative 7. And I need two numbers that multiply, give me negative 49. It's a difference of squares, so it's going to be plus 7 and minus 7. All right, let's see what we got that cancels. I got an x minus 7 and an x minus 7. I got another x minus 7 and an x minus 7. I got an x plus 7 and an x plus 7. So when nothing's left on the top, we put a 1 there to hold the place. So 1 and then a 3 on the bottom. 1/3 would be my answer for 42. All right, I think I'm going to stop here and do addition and subtraction in a separate video.